So this is the rolling cart that I brought upstairs to art at the kitchen table. You guys wanted to know what I brought up. So I tried to keep it simple and mostly dry media. I didn't want anything too complicated. So I have my daily journal, which, let me show you. Hopefully I don't open to a private page. So it's just basically telling about my day, and I'll add pictures and stickers. And sometimes there's more writing and sometimes there's more stickers. So that is what I do for my daily journal. It's a planner, it's a Hemlock and Oak planner, but I use it more for like a recap. I have a couple art books. This is a Dylusions ledger journal, but as you can see, most of the pages are out. I'm using this one, like I tear at the pages and I make mini albums or tags or whatever. This is a binder filled with stickers for my daily journal. These are clear envelopes that did have, oh, it still does have a little bit, Dylusions collage in there. My glitter glue. And then I have some stamps, again, for the daily journal. They're mostly alpha stamps, small and large. And then I have a little container here with a utility knife, small scissors, some pens and pencils, glitter glue. I feel like I already said that. There's a container down there with some adhesive, although I found I'm not using it. Some Post-it notes and acrylic blocks and a small ink pad. Sometimes I don't get to my daily journal, so I'll just jot on a Post-it note some things that I want to jot down for that day. I have a piece of chocolate bar that's been there for probably a week or more now. Hopefully it's still good. More acrylic blocks. I just brought up only one set of, like one container of inks. Again, I was trying to limit myself and keep it simple. And this one just has a few little stamps that I use for my daily journal. Like there's, Diane had dialogue stamps, like, or planner stamps. So I tend to use the weather ones for my daily journal. Down on this one, and more has been added to this since I originally brought it upstairs. So I had a feeling that more would creep upstairs eventually. But there's two containers on this shelf, and the bottom one has collage soup books, and this one has having problems with my S's, collage soup, like pages that have been printed from the computer, or maybe sheets that have been pulled from the book, or images that have been cut out. And this has a file with images in it because I'm currently working on a little mini album. So I've kept the pieces that I was using in here. This is one of those Ranger pencil cases. I love this case. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. It's one of those that, you know, you push it down and your pens are accessible and stuff. And when you're done, you pull it up and you can close it. Love that. Okay, I won't try to zip that back up. The Dylusions nesting boxes. I have some Dylusions collage inside of this, and I found a mini album in there that I had started and completely forgot about. I have large scissors. I mostly use the small ones, but sometimes if I'm trying to rough cut an image from a large sheet, I like to use the big ones and then the small ones for, fussy cutting. So down there's a container of some wooden stamps that I don't know if I pulled out since I've been upstairs. A pack of journals that I picked up from the dollar store. And then this is a mixed media journal that I purchased on Amazon this week. There's nothing in it right now, but it is like really thick. And I think it was only around $25. It's that brand, was it Ohuhu or something? I don't know how you pronounce it. On the bottom here are Prismacolor pencils, and then this one has my paint pens and markers. I have a little basket on the side where I keep my headphones and charger cord for my phone and my iPad. I have the Heat It tool, a bottle of ink because I like to use a fountain pen for drawing in my illustrated journal, which is what I'm working on today. And funny enough, I'm drawing my cart and writing out what's in it. So the kitchen table is the messiest it's been since I've been upstairs, and my cat is lying on my container, and that container is full of dilutions. There will be dilutions collage packs and some new stuff and the intense color sticks and cakes, which I have been having fun with. There's some mini albums that I am making and have made and am working on. Trying to remember without having to disturb His Highness. Cutting mat, watercolor brush, like the Diane's watercolor brushes. I think a ruler, stuff like that. So some more stuff that has inched its way up here. See, I'm good at not finishing things. This is also a bottle of pop that I opened probably days ago and never finished. Watercolor pencils, because I have this idea that I want to start a watercolor journal, but I want it to be a plant book, because I have a lot of houseplants, and I'm often having to look up the plant and see how it needs to be taken care of, like how much water it wants and stuff like that. So I thought I should create a journal where I draw the plant and then write out that information, and then it's like it's art and it's a reference that I can just pull out the book and check on the plant whenever I want. So I bought this watercolor book for that, and I have the watercolor pencils brought upstairs. And so this is more stuff that has been added to it since coming upstairs. I bought some watercolor paints, and I looked up, because I don't care for, not to say I don't use, but the paints that have the little pans and they're all right next to each other, those drive me crazy, because you wet them and all the colors bleed into the other, and it drives me nuts. So I went to Michael's and I picked up like a cool red, a warm red, cool blue, warm blue, and a cool yellow, warm yellow, and then a couple extra, like I have burnt umber, and I wanted an extra nice green, intense green, I got a Payne's Gray. And I think I had burnt sienna or raw umber or something. I don't know. So anyways, I haven't started that journal yet. If I did, I would show you, but I have not started it. So that made its way, all this made its way upstairs after the fact. And this I got on Amazon is pretty cool. And you've probably seen it, but you fill this with water. Mine needs to be refilled now. And you clean your brush in here. And then when your water gets dirty, you push that and the dirty water goes down here. And when there's water in here, it refills with some clean water. So that's pretty cool. I also have this container for when I'm cutting out images for collage, so I can just put the scraps in there instead of it being on the kitchen table and me knocking it over and stuff like that. But every night when I finish, I clean up what I'm working on and everything goes back in the cart, except for these new piles. Those tend to stay on the table and over there. And this is usually my setup. I have my iPad set up and a box of Kleenex because I think I have allergies. I'm not as bad as what I was downstairs, but and I'm fine today, but sometimes I think I have allergies. So yeah, that is my setup for upstairs. There has been no news on the basement. Nothing has been done in weeks. I haven't heard anything. And a part of me doesn't even want to ask because I don't miss it. I miss having my art room. I just don't miss being in the basement. So the only reason why I want it done is because, well, I want it fixed and not at our cost. And once that's fixed, we can work on my new art space. So that is all the news I have. I miss doing YouTube videos for you guys. So hope you enjoyed this little one. And I did bring up my stand, but I have not recorded anything. So, because what I've been working on lately, I can't share yet, although I could have. I don't want to do a long video that will need a lot of editing because I don't have my computer set up, because that, was in my art room too. So I'm trying to think of just short videos that I can do that doesn't require a lot of editing or none at all. So hopefully I will get something to you again soon. Thanks for your patience, and I miss you guys. Bye.